everybody! Welcome to your celebration live of the 14-day self-care challenge. Woo! All right, let's let everybody get in. If you want to post this on your wall, on the group, wherever it is, so that we can find all of our friends and bring them in to celebrate. Woo! Here we go. Get fired up, everybody. Put your name in the chat. Let me know who is here. Who's going to be celebrating with us? Woo! Move your body. Let's go. Let's just dance it out. Woo! Let's see who we got on the line today. We've got Lindsay, Lily, Andrea. Woo! Whether you're sitting down or standing up, move your body. Move it around. We got Diana in the house, Alexandra. Amazing, amazing, incredible stuff, everybody. You watch me across the room. Yes, let's do this. We are here to celebrate. We are here to move our bodies. We're here to get ready for the next week. Oh, yes. My fault. I'll give you my heart. You can crush it. Move it on. I'll be on my Feel the music. Close your eyes. Smile. And move. Woo! Turn it up. Raise your hands in the air. Move your body. Both arms, let's go! Woo! Yes, you guys made it today. Time to celebrate. Put those arms up in the air. And if you feel silly, if you feel stupid, do not worry. You're going to feel amazing. Woo! I'm waving the white. Here we go. Ah, take it down a bit. Take it down. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale. Keep your body moving. We're going to dance all the way through this song. Dance all the way through it. Here we go. I love it. Diana's currently cleaning and moving around. That's what we want to do. Break free of those patterns. Break free of things that are holding us back by changing our body. Hands up. Let's go. Boom. Move. Create energy. Create heat. Yes, you've got it. Let's go. Woo! That's it. You want to create some energy and heat inside of your body. You want to move around to change your state. Here we go. All the way through this song. This is a warm-up, friends. This is a warm-up. Woo! Here we go. Incredible, everybody. All right. Let's just take a nice big breath in together. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to bring our hands onto our knees. We're going to lift up. Think about being an inch or two taller. And take a nice inhale through your nose. And exhale everything out. We did it. You did it. Collectively, we did it. The 14-day self-care challenge. It doesn't matter if you did 1%, if you did 2%, if you did 50%, if you did all of the percents. What matters is that you showed up to wanting some change in your life. It's not about, saying that you managed to do all of it or you didn't manage to do any of it. If you're here, if you've been on one of the lives, if you've done one of the challenges, you have done more than you thought that you were going to do 2 weeks ago. And we're going to build on that. It's all about seeing what you've done. How did you feel about the moves that you made, about the work that you did, about the effort that you put in, and then deciding what you want to do in the next 2 weeks. So let's reflect back. I want to hear from you guys. What was the best thing that you enjoyed from the 14-day self-care challenge? Was it live workouts? Was it the meditation? Was it the daily booty challenge? Was it the extra recipes and things that you had? What was it that you loved the most? Reflect back on that. And look, this is an interactive thing, so we need you guys to participate. Loads of people on the line today, so let's hear from you what it was that you enjoyed the most. And if you're like, yeah, I think of it in my head, but I'm not going to put it out, you've got to start putting it out into the universe. I promise you that one of the biggest ways to get results and transform, okay, is by participating. All right, so I want you to, if you guys have got your pen and papers out, I know that you guys are amazing at this. Incredible job getting your pen, paper, doing all of your notes, right? So it's really important to assess back and look at those 14 days, right? What was it that you enjoyed the most? And participate. All right, let's see. We've got loved baking the recipe. Super excited for the meditation will be on the app very, very soon. I believe like the 1st of December. You guys are going to get it. You guys love the meditation, live workouts, booty challenge. Meditation was really good. A new thing I didn't know before. Meditation and booty challenge. The meditation and booty challenge. I love it. Meditations were definitely amazing. Oh, so glad that you loved it. All right. Definitely need to do more of those. All right. The whole package, having more purpose. Meditations were great. Love the podcast, live workouts, challenges to be included during donut baking. I love it. Awesome. Okay. So it's important to reflect back and be like, wow, what was it that I enjoyed? What was it that gave me, more purpose, more value, more like happiness, more, just more love inside, and say, look, that really made me feel different. That really made me feel amazing. What is it that I then get to do over the next 14 days? What am I going to implement in my life that's going to help even more? So that's amazing. And then I want to hear from you guys, what were some of the challenges that you had from the 14-day self-care challenge? What were some of the things that came up that were challenging for you, that were difficult, that you were like, this is something new and I didn't really like it? Like, what were the things that you found challenging? All right, still lots of people here loving the meditation and the challenges, the journal prompts, amazing. I love the live workouts and the meditation, and also filling everything up in the guidebook, amazing. Right. If you love this 14-day challenge, you guys know what I'm going to say next. You're going to love, love, love the Inner Transformation Program. OMG. If you like workbooks and you like the guides and you like the workbook and all of that stuff, you're going to absolutely love it. All right, so let's hear from some of you guys. What was it that made it, more challenging? What was the things that made it more challenging? Great. You guys are absolutely crushing this. This is amazing. Okay, so challenging to put myself first. Okay, remember, the most important relationship that you have is the one with yourself, right? Is the one with yourself. And how do you get that relationship with yourself to become even better, to become even stronger, so that you can have a really good relationship with other people, whether it be your friends, your family, people in this community? It comes from you being the best version for yourself. So when we think about it being selfish, that we're spending time on ourselves or working on ourselves, it's actually, going to let you into a secret, more selfish not to do the work on yourself to be a better version for other people. I'm going to flip that around for you. So it's like, if you do not have time or you're challenging yourself to put yourself first, it is selfish. Because if you are not filled up, you are not going to be the best person for everybody else around you. So I know that feels like, oh my goodness, that's so messed up. Like we always speak about, giving to other people first and giving. Yes, but if you are not full up, you are not going to be able to give to other people. And I feel that happens a lot of times with you guys, is saying like, yes, like I feel I have so many things going on, I don't even have time for me. We have to make it that you have time for you so that you can be the best version for all of the people around you. All right, let's see what else we got. I'm so glad that you're being so open and honest. I think it was a great extension of the Inner Transformation course. Amazing, yes. Baking with limited equipment, but you made it happen. Incredible. Always, yes. So like I said, Sarah, that's kind of like that philosophy. It's like we always think that we should take care of our family first, right? But we actually need to fill our cup up so that we are the best version for everybody else. Daily journal prompts, Deborah loved. Amazing. The booty challenge was a struggle at the start, but now I feel great. Incredible. Look, we've just done 14 days of the booty challenge. There is no reason why you can't keep on going and finish. Who's going to be, put a number 1 in the chat if you're like, well, I've already started the booty challenge. I may as well just finish it, right? Who out there is like, yeah, I'm just going to finish the booty challenge. No problem. I'm just going to keep on going anyway. All right, let's see. My booty challenge was the first, only 5 minutes, but it can be challenging. Yes, 100 reps of anything is so, so challenging. Let's see what else we have. Deborah did the whole 14 days. Amazing. Doing the daily journal and actually doing self-care every day was a challenge, right? Because we actually have to make that time for our schedules, for ourselves to actually do it, all right? That's sometimes the biggest part, is getting organized. Challenging to motivate my mom and brother to keep along with me during the 14-day journey. So I love this one, Shannon, because we can't motivate other people. Motivation comes from an intrinsic thing inside of somebody that they want to do it. So I don't feel that I motivate people. I feel like I do the do, and if people want to come along with me, great, I'll be here. I'm not here to drag you along. I'm not here to make you do anything. I'm not here to make you turn up for a live workout. I'm not here to make you turn up for a meditation. I'm going to do it, and if you would like to join me, great. If not, no problem. I'll be here still when you're ready to join. So my mentor always told me, because I remember when I used to want to get people in my family to be healthy and get started on a nutrition plan with me. And it used to be like this, right? So if you have got your fist out, everybody do this. Bring your fist out right here. And if somebody else brings their fist too, if you push in, what do? They push back, right? They're pushing back. But if you lead with your hand, right, and they hold your hand, you can guide them. And that was always a thing that I remembered, because I can show up for myself, I can show up for you guys, but I can't make you guys show up, right? So it's the same with your family members who are following you right now, who are not following you right now. You're trying to help them get healthy, but they're just, they're not in a right place, they're not ready. But you keep on doing it regardless. You keep being the leader. You keep going and showing up, and if nobody else shows up, it doesn't matter. I'm going to show up on this live whether one person was on here, whether 20 people were on here, whether 100 people were on here, whether 0 people were on here. I was still going to do this same live, okay? So have that thought process in your head that you're doing it for you. And if people want to come along on the journey with you, great. If not, no problem. Rebecca, every time I spend time with you, I get so many new ideas for my company. I feel like I will have to give you a share. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I love to brainstorm with you. That's great. And when you allow your brain to go somewhere in a different way, when you meditate, when you do workouts, that's when I have the most ideas, when I'm able to be creative and I have space in my brain to think about those new ideas. So it's amazing. You're giving yourself space right now to have something new in your life. So that's amazing. All right. Jem says, gave myself time the last 14 days. Incredible. So proud of you. Yesterday I had a realization that I missed an application that I needed, but I didn't panic. And I used the podcast this past week and turned it around and filled out the missing paperwork right away. Amazing. That's incredible, Rachel, because it's not what happens to us. It's how we react. Because at the end of the day, if your application is late and you miss something, getting stressed about it isn't actually going to make you all of a sudden not miss it. You've already missed it. No problem, I've missed it. What am I going to do? Cry about it, get upset about it? Yeah, might be a bit annoyed. Oh, damn, I missed that. No problem. How can I go to the solution right away? Right? I love that. Amazing work. Great job, Rachel. Okay, good. Loving all of this. Okay, Claudia's going to continue she's going to continue. Love it. All of these ones in the chat, you're going to continue the booty challenge. I was also doing the booty challenge with the upper body challenge. Boom, that's intense. That's intense. 100 reps, my friends, of anything, of doing one thing. It changes your brain. I did this 3-hour challenge 2 weeks ago. I was telling you guys that I was in Atlanta. And 10 minutes of burpees, 10 minutes of mountain climbers, 10 minutes of anything is a lot. 100 reps of anything is a lot until you break it down. So it's like, hey, I'm going to do 10 lots of 10. And that's going to be my 100. Okay. I always feel so guilty that I don't give my kids enough mummy time. I think there's a lot of things that mums struggle with, like mum guilt, but your kids are going to replicate you. So if you're constantly feeling like you have to be, or anybody that you're around, if you're constantly feeling like you have got to be with them the whole time, you are telling them that when they have kids, they have to be with them the whole time and they need to spend more time with them. So your reflection of how you feel is going to be something that they're going to take on as well. So try and think of yourself as them. Would you want them to be with their kids 24/7? You're probably like, No, I would be like the grandma that would come in, that would make sure that you go and get your spa day, that you get to go to the gym, that you get to like just have a breather. So think about how would you like your child to be for your grandchild. I always find like that's something that's really helped a lot of people who have kids and having that kind of guilt about, you know, how much time should I be spending with them? What would you tell your own kids? What would you tell your own kids? Some days were more of a challenge because I work night shift. And that's what life is. Every day, whether, by the way, everybody has challenges. And, you know, somebody in our chat the other day was like, oh, you know, I've just had I really need this week because I've had a really tough week. I'm telling you, everybody's had a tough week at one point in their life. It just depends how you decide to show up. Do you show up and say, you know what, I've had just a really bad week, I really need this. Like, does that necessarily need to be in a chat, right? It's okay. You have no idea what's happening in somebody else's life who's not writing in the chat saying, oh my goodness, this happened to me, this happened, this happened, this happened. Like, you will never know what's going on in my personal life. You will never know until I have been able to overcome it, and then I'll get to share it with you. So I never in the moment say, you know, this week has been like absolutely terrible. It's not, because I don't want people to panic and to worry. And really there's other people that are in a place that are more challenging. And I want to be able to figure out why I've gone through this difficult time. And look, it might only take me a week to figure out what I've been through and how I've been able to overcome it. And at least then I have a solution to provide rather than saying, you know, it's been a difficult week. So I'm so glad that you were able to do as much as you can because that's the most important thing. Like I said at the beginning, it doesn't matter about if you do 1%, 2%, 50%. If you did some percent, you got to give yourself a pat on the back. Amazing. Okay. All right, so again, Maggie, I hope that helps. It makes time for myself, but sometimes it takes more than 3 hours and then it makes me feel guilty. Would you make your kids feel guilty for that? When they have kids, would you make your kids feel guilty? If you don't motivate, then it's inspire that you do. Yes, it's actually inspiration because my mentor told me this. You can't, motivating somebody is like wetting the bed. It like happens like whatever, but it's not like something consistent that will like actually help change somebody's life. So it's not about motivating people, it's inspiring them. And when you inspire people, it means you're just showing up and you're doing the do regardless. You're not just doing it for, you know, for a little bit of credibility, like short term. Stick to a routine was challenging for the first few days. And booty challenge, did you manage to conquer it, Isabella? Did you manage to get over that? But you always say you showed up, and I really appreciate that because nobody talks about how hard it is to show up or to compromise to something, in this case, work out. Yes, it's sometimes very difficult. Sometimes the last thing I want to do is show up on live or show up or do something, but I'm like, it's just ingrained in my body that now I'm like, well, I do want to show up. I've actually almost trained myself to being like, knowing that I want to show up. Like maybe in the past I'd be like, well, I really, really do not want to show up. Now I'm like, oh, I get to show up. I get to show up. This is what I committed to doing. This is what I chose that I wanted. So I'm committed to showing up. Amazing. Okay. Yes, I'm going to show up no matter what. It's been challenging keeping my healthy eating habits while being near my family. Right, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, you know, if you've got somebody everybody's ordering a drink at the dinner table and you feel like, oh my goodness, everybody else is having an alcoholic drink, I should have one as well. It's just about staying in alignment with you. And look, other people are so busy having their own stuff to deal with, they don't really care. The bottom line is they might make a couple of comments, they might say things here and there, but really, they've got their own stuff going on. I listened to a podcast the other day, and we are, as a nation, so egotistical that we think that everybody cares so much about what we eat, what we drink, what we do to work out, all the things. Everybody's got it in their own head about what they've got going on. So we get in such a place of going, you know, oh my goodness, you know, this person thinks this, and I shouldn't eat that healthy. They'll get over it. They'll get over it. And why do we think that we are so special that these people care so much? You know, I think that's a really funny realization that I had when people are like, how are you not worried about what kind of photos that you put out or the content? Are you not worried about what people would say? I'm like, not really, because I might post something or might choose to do something one day and they're going to forget about it tomorrow. They've got their own stuff going on. So make the decision of what you want. What is it that you want in your life? Not is it what your next door neighbor wants or your family or all of these other people. What is it that you want in your life right now? And make those choices that are going to be able to get there. Because look, if some of these family members, I don't know, some of your friends, family, you might not even be friends with them in 6 months' time. And then you've made all of these choices based on them being around and they're not even here anymore. And they don't even care, right? They don't even care. So I really feel like the biggest thing that I've learned is not to have an ego on my shoulder about like what other people think. Like, they probably don't think anything, Rebecca. They probably just don't think anything. And if they do, it's going to be a split-second thing, and it's their opinion, and it's whatever. It doesn't have to be my opinion. I'm going to choose what I want to do. I mean, I went like 4 or 5 months without drinking over Christmas, New Year's Eve, over family vacations. And yeah, like it was a bit like, oh, you're not drinking? You're not drinking? And I was like, correct, I'm not drinking. Like, that's it. That's what I'm sticking to. And I didn't, there was definitely moments where it was like, oh, like, well, everybody else is doing it, and I don't want to feel like the odd person out, and I don't want people to be like, oh, why are you not drinking? Why are you not drinking? But I was like, I don't care. I don't want to drink. The most important person that I have to go to bed with at night is myself, and I get to decide what the type of life is that I want. So if you're making decisions based on other people's needs for you, right, you're going to be frustrated and you're going to get irritated and you're just going to resent those people because you feel that you've allowed them to make you make these decisions. Okay, so make the decision based on what it is that you want. Margaret says, I showed up for me. Incredible. Yes, I love this. Brilliant. I always make sure to do your workouts because they are so motivating, and I will continue to do the booty challenge and show up. Go for it, Emily. You've got this. Alicia says, I didn't know how this wasn't on my calendar and almost missed this. Well, Alicia, this is a great reminder for you. You're going to get your calendar today for the rest of December or the next week, right? Make sure that everything that you see, I even put it in the emails right now, put it into your calendar so you do not miss it. All right, love it. Well done for getting here. Kids learn from you. You need to understand that you are doing the best. I tell them if you're a mum, you be a good mum and then let mum do her workout. Yes, absolutely. Mummies need mummy time. 100%. I'm not even a mummy, but I can understand, like, you know, I have a mum, so I get it. She worked a lot. My dad was there for most of my sports games and things, but my mum worked a lot, and I don't have any resentment for my parents working or not being there. I turned out pretty fine. Yeah, here we go. Andrea says, I would do an extra on my days off. I love these challenges. Well done. That's awesome advice and makes so much sense. People will then pile on their stories and not look for solutions. Absolutely. That's a great perspective. Glad that you like these perspectives. Sometimes it's hard to listen to, and I get it. I mean, the amount of times that, you know, I was taught these theories and philosophies and, you know, ways of thinking. And at the beginning, I was like a bit, with my mentor, I was a bit like, yeah, I don't agree with that. And I remember him telling me this. He said, if you want me to think like you, I'll have what you have. Or you can think like me and you can have what I have. And I was like, well, I am an emotional wreck who's broke and in a toxic relationship. So yeah, I don't think that I should be listening to me right now. I think I'm going to listen to him, who's having impact, who's traveling the world, who's created, you know, amazing communities and, you know, just been able to live an extraordinary life. I was like, okay. I think that was the moment where it like hit me. I was like, wow, it's kind of rude, but very true. Very, very true. What is the podcast you're listening to? Sounds interesting. So the one that came out this week is how to get rid of all of your excuses. I feel like that's the one common, you know, thing that I'm finding with, you know, our community or where people are struggling to get to where they want to be. It's like, I'm here, and I want to go here, but how do I get there? How do I get there? Bridging that gap in between. Bridging that gap, it's all those daily choices. Daily choices are going to make the gap smaller or bigger away, depending on what you choose. And often excuses can come up and we forget to show up, we forget to take action, and that's what keeps that bridge really open. Okay, what's the, yes, I did. I also completed my first 21-day challenge. Yes, Isabella, waking up from long sleep. I didn't even know how lost I was for a very long time. Amazing. So glad that you did. If you guys are part of my nutrition plan and you're in the Telegram chats, you do have access to our 21-day challenges as well that we do every month. We've got the holiday hustle that is starting on the 1st of December. So we have a new one. So if you're part of the challenge, if you're part of the nutrition plan, if you signed up for the 5-Day Better You program and you're on products, then you also get access to the 21-day challenge as well. All right. Okay. But there is also a lot of people who do make it their business, especially online, to make a big deal of certain things in other people's lives when it's not their place or business to say anything. That's fine. You don't have to listen to them. But absolutely, people are going to have ideas and philosophies about what's worked for them. So they're going to get it they're going to promote that. If they've had a personal experience with something, they're going to share it online. They're going to share it. They're going to try and inspire someone to have that idea. And look, you can listen to them. You can listen to people that you would trade places with. If you feel aligned with somebody, like people are going to feel aligned with me, and then there's going to be people that are going to feel like she's not the type of person for me. No problem. That's why we have lots of different types of people out there that people are going to connect with. So it's okay for people to, say things online and say things that, that they feel is true, and they're going to get people that want to follow them and that want to participate and want to be in a community about that. But that gets to be your choice whether you listen to them or whether you mute them. It was really hard to read this section about food relationships because I realized I was food lazy. So now I cut and prepare all my food when I finish grocery shopping so I eat less junk. That's incredible. Amazing. I started to watch your podcast on episode 22 now, but I watched the ones that were on the 14-day challenge too. Fantastic. That's amazing. Yes, the best ever. My 18th challenge in December. Yes, Charlie, love you. The challenges are amazing. Get yourself in it. Get yourself in the 21-day challenge. They are lit. Seriously, seriously amazing. All right, so we are recapping this incredible 14-day challenge. I am so proud of you guys. I'm going to be sending you out another little thing for the next week, and then we have an amazing, mind-blowing calendar that is happening for December. If you have not already got yourself, I have a huge discount. We're not finished right now. I want to hear about what your goals and your plans are for the next month, right? But we have a huge discount right now going on for the Inner Transformation Program, right? If you're wanting to break free of your limitations and you wanted to set goals and crush them, the Inner Transformation Program is 90% off right now through Black Friday. It's amazing. 90% off. It's incredible. It's amazing. If you really do want to do a deeper dive into your personal development and you want to break through those limitations, start taking action, getting rid of all those excuses, creating a nice, amazing morning routine, evening routine, doing it with a community, it's absolutely amazing. So loads of you guys who joined me in October are joining me again in January. I've got some new things for you as well. It's going to be so much fun. So let's talk about what we have for the rest of 2020. I want to hear from you guys. What is going to be your word of 2020? What is your word going to be? Amazing. Alicia signed up. If you guys are already signed up for the Inner Transformation Program, can you just put your name there right now so I know that we have that's going to be joining us? Amazing. Look, you guys are signed up already. This is incredible. Great. Okay, so what is going to be your word for 2020, right? What is going to be your word for 2020? Like 2020, and it has to be a positive word, right? Because we can always find positivity and growth, especially in times of difficulty. Like you will not grow when life is amazing. When life is just going great, you never reinvent anything, you never new creative, you're just like, oh, it's going great. However, when life is challenging, that's where we get to grow. That's where we get to tap into an area of ourselves and actually say, you know what, I'm going to go to the next level. Okay, so this is amazing. Wow, so cool. So many of you guys are signed up. This is amazing. So if you're like, hey, I've already signed up, go get a friend to join you and do this with you because it's 90% off right now. 90% off, crazy, through this week. So let's see, some of these growth, self-care, strength, motivated, self-love, determination, love all these words, perseverance. Got a couple of perseverance in there as well. That's amazing, incredible, determination. Elevate. Oh, beautiful word. That's why we have burn, tone, elevate, strengthen, driven, determination. I love this. So exciting. Believing in my inner power. I have a special surprise for you. I have an Olympic medalist on my podcast coming up end of November. She's amazing. She's basically the female Michael Phelps. That's who we've got on the podcast. And she talks about finding the deep down gear, which is what I call grit. So we were just vibing. I mean, this podcast, we were just vibing. Everything was amazing. And those of you who are thinking, the believing in my inner power, growth, the driven, determination, like she's going to let everything out. She tells you the whole story. It's like a 45-minute podcast. It's absolutely unbelievable. You're going to love her. Katie Hoff is her name. Amazing swimmer. She's the female Michael Phelps. She's just absolutely phenomenal. All right, Amber said, 2020 taught me that who survived in this person will adapt to what happened. So adaptation. Yes, that's an amazing thing. Yes, adaptation. You know, I was supposed to be climbing Mount Everest. I thought I was going to be climbing Mount Everest, getting to the top of the world. And it was like, nope. You know, within 24 hours, I redid everything. I was like, nope, that is not happening. We are definitely not going to Everest. We are going to be doing live workouts every single day. We're going to have so much fun with it. Amazing. Cool. So all of these words that you have right now, we're going to work on that word even more going into December, okay? Because I know that you guys have really been loving the meditation sessions. So 100% I'm going to be adding some more of those in because you've obviously really enjoyed those. And then, okay, amazing. Number one value is action, taking action. That's it. Amazing. Okay. You guys are just incredible. Yeah, I'm so excited for the podcast. You're going to absolutely love it. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap into that word that you guys are like resonating right now so that we can seal up 2020 and then start fresh for 2021, which is why we're doing the Inner Transformation Program. It starts on the 4th of January. Okay, 4th of January, it's a Monday. You know, we're going to have a brand new calendar out, new workouts, all the new things, so many new features as well in the app. We're going to have everything there to keep you accountable and on track, all right? Because we're going to have the new mindset section in the app that's going to be out. We'll have a brand new calendar, the Inner Transformation Program. All of this stuff is going to work perfectly together so that you can set up the most incredible year of your life. Like 2020 was like, wow, it threw us off. It like changed things up. But then we get to adapt, right? I love it. Somebody said earlier, like adaptation. We get to adapt, and now we get to set those goals for what we want to happen in 2021. And together, as long as you show up, as long as you're like, right, I'm in, I'm fully committed, not decide. Write this down, my friends. We're not going to decide to do it. We're going to commit, right? When you decide to do something, it doesn't really happen. When you commit and you say, I'm going to do this no matter what, this is so important. I'm going to do this no matter what, I am going to do this. I'm going to commit, okay? And so that's what we always want to refer back to is that word of 2020 and how that's going to help us going into 2021. Okay, you guys love the ballet stuff as well. Amazing. Maybe we have to do like a live ballet. We've never done the live ballet workout before, but I love the fact that you guys are always updates to the app feel like getting a present. I'm always excited to get them. Yes, I'm so excited. You have no idea. Over the next 6 months, the things that are coming out on the app are crazy. So much fun. So many new things, and just it's going to be absolutely unbelievable. So we're going to finish this. Oh, God, we've been going for like 35 minutes. We're on fire today. We are going to finish off with a song. So get your body moving. Get your body in a nice sitting up position. And we're going to dance it out. We're going to dance it out, all right? We got to move our body. We're going to finish this nice and strong. Here we go. So celebrate yourself. We are going to celebrate completing the 14-day challenge, wrapping it up, and saying the words and the things that I've learned, I'm going to put in to the next level. I'm going to take everything I've got, I'm going to put it into the next 2 weeks. I'm going to raise it up 20% more. Let's go. Move your body. Woo! Here we go. Yes. Dance around your living room. And move your body. Now jump. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I'm getting up, everybody. Woo! Let's go. Woo! Level up, everybody. Here we go. Yeah. you strong. If you're not moving your body, you're not going to change your state. We got to move. We got to stand up. The song says it. We got to move. This song is called The Winner. Are you going to be a winner in 2020? Woo! And smile. Give yourself the biggest smile. Put those hands up. Ready? Here we go. Woo! Yes! More! You are celebrating 14 days. Here we go. Woo! Yes! Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for everybody in the group. Tell everybody, amazing job. Well done. Woo! Yes! Keep that body moving. Create energy. Create heat. Yes! Jump it out. Woo! Get that heart rate up. Woo! Amazing, everybody. All right, you guys did such a great job today. Give it up for yourselves and get ready because we are about to have an amazing week. New workouts, new calendar, and make sure that you set your alarms for 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday, the 26th of November, because we have the new BTES merch. And there is very limited availability. It's amazing. You're going to love it. And I will see you on our next live. Bye, guys.